Hey guys, welcome back to another online lesson. This is lesson 7.4. What we're going to do is we're going to solve multiplication equations. Got to remember, the inverse of multiplication is division. Now remember when we're talking about inverse, it's what outdoes the other operation. Subtraction, addition, inverse. Multiplication, division are inverses. In this case, our problem is 2 times x equals 10. The inverse of multiplication is division. So what we're going to do is we're going to undo the side that's on the x with division. So 2 times x, what we need to do is divide by 2 because it'll outdo that multiplication. And what you do to one side, you got to do to the other side. Divide by 2. These two will cancel each other out. X will equal what is 10 divided by 2. 10 divided by 2 is 5. So therefore, x will equal 5. I think it's right. The only way to be sure is to double check the work. So here I'm going to plug in x being 5. I'm going to put 5 in instead of x. Does 2 times 5 equal 10? It does. We're good to go. Here's another one down here. This is solve 5 times c equals 15. And because the side that our variable is on is doing multiplication, we have to do the inverse, which is division. So let's divide both sides by 5. Divide by 5. And we will also divide this by 5. These 5's will cancel. We're left with c equals 15 divided by 5 is 3. I think it's right. The only way to be sure, double check it. 5 times 3 equals 15. Is that a true statement? It is. We're good to go. Okay. Now some of you, when you saw the original problems, could probably do it in your head, but to be honest with you, most of the problems you're not going to be able to do in your head. And here's an example. Solve for y and check your solution. Got to use the inverse. 6 and 15/100ths times y equals 55 and 35/100ths. Because this is a multiplication, we have to do the inverse, which is division. So we're going to divide each side by 6 and 15, whoa, not 6 and 5, 6 and 15/100ths. Divided by 6 and 15/100ths. These two cancel each other out, so we're left with y equals, boom. Now, don't even try to do it in your head. Go right and show your work. Here we go. Inside the house is 55 decimal point 35. Outside the house divided by 6 and 15/100ths. We're dividing by decimals. If you remember the song, when I divide, I move the point to the right. I move it once, twice. I move the point to the right again. If we do it here, we've got to do it here. Then I take it higher. I bring the decimal up to here. Okay. So now what we're really doing is we're dividing 5,535 by 615. Now I look, 615 can't go into 5, it can't go into 55, it cannot go into 553, but it can go into 5,535. The best way I could say is, okay, take an educated guess in your head. 615 times 10 would be 6,150. And that's kind of close to it. It's a little bit lower. So I'm just going to guess that the number could be 9. It would help if I actually work this problem out before I film this video, but I'm kind of crossing my fingers that it's 9. If not, we'll try 8 and then we'll try 7, but I'm hoping it's 9. So here we go. So it can't go into 5, we said. It can't go into 55. It can't go into 553. So we thought 9 might be the answer. Let's see. 9 times 5 is 45. Carry the 4. 9 times 1 is 9. Plus 4 is 13. Carry the 1. 9 times 6 is 54. Plus 1 is 55. That was a good guess. Subtract. 5 minus 5, 0. 3 minus 3, 0. 5 minus 5, 0. 5 minus 5, 0. 0 across the board. We have nothing left. The answer we believe is 9. So y equals 9. And notice it's y, 9 decimal point. It could be decimal point 0. We're just going to leave it at 9. We think it's right. The only way to be 100% sure, double check your work. So let's multiply. 6 decimal point 1 5 times 9. And let's hope that it equals 55 decimal point 35. I'll do the work over here to the side. 6 decimal point 1 5 times 9. 9 times 5 is 45. 5 carry the 4. 9 times 1 is 9. Plus 4 is 13. 3 carry the 1. And 9 times 6 is 54. Plus 1 is 55. We have 2 decimal places, and we have no decimal places. So we need to move it once, twice. The answer I got is 55 and 35 hundredths. They check. We are good to go. All right. Word problems. Everybody's favorite. And give me 1 second while I erase all that work. Okay. Whew, there we go. Vincent and some friends shared the cost of a package of blank CDs. The package cost $24 and each person contributed $6. How many people shared the cost of the CDs? All right, first thing I want to do is find key math information. So I know that the package costs $24. Perfect. I know that each person contributed $6. Okay. And the question is, how many people shared the cost of the CDs? So the total cost is $24. 24 equals, each person contributed $6. Okay, so we know it's 6. Do we know how many people there are? No, we don't. That's what the question's asking. So let's come up with a variable. If we're talking about how many people, how about we call it P? So 24 equals 6 times P. And what this is saying is the total cost is $24. And what that will equal is each person paying $6. Now let's figure out what they paid. I have multiplication, so my inverse is division, so we're going to divide by 6. If we do it there, we got to do it here. Divide by 6. 6 divided by 6 cancel each other out, so we're left with P equals 24 divided by 6 is 4. So we think that there's 4 people. 4 equals P, or we think 4 people. Only way to be sure, double check your work. Let's see. 24 equals 6 times 4. Does 6 times 4 equal 24? It does. We're good to go. As for you, I gave you a couple sample problems for you to try. If you're having trouble, don't worry about it. That's what class time is for. Bring all your questions to class. Bring your completed sheet to class. Good luck.
and Hulk Hogan says, "Do your math."